Alright, hi guys, this is MUCT 212, so the second year ear training class, winter quarter, midweek lecture for week 2. Kind of as we talked about on last Friday's class, about some ways to kind of personalize our work based on what you guys are perceiving that you need. So we're going to try that out. And remember in the email attachment or the announcement that went out from Blackboard, you should do assignment 9, 9A, 9B, 9C, 9D, all the way up to 9, I think it's O. Just as a little bit of a review and confidence builder, just to kind of see where you're feeling on your melodic dictations. But as I promised, or as we kind of discussed, we would try a couple of different ways to look at melodic dictation, because of course melodic dictation, you have to be on top of what's going on with, of course, the melodic motion as well as the rhythm. And so that's 2 variables that we'll try to reduce to 1. So we're going to do 3. I'm going to have you do 3 short melodic dictations where we are going to eliminate one of the variables. In this case, we're going to eliminate the variable of rhythm. So our rhythm of the day is this 6-bar stretch in 3/4 times. So ta 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 ta. Every one of the 3 melodies I'm about to play is going to use that same rhythm. So all you have to do is watch the melodic contour and see if you can figure it out. Okay, so I'm going to play these 3 right in a row, have these 3 ready for class so we can check on them and you can see where you are. This first one really ought to be familiar for. It's actually, I'm stealing it, it's a song that's very popular here in the United States. Okay, so number 1. Okay, so bring these for Friday's class. Number 1, this is going to start, this is going to be in treble clef and it's going to start on C in the staff. This one, okay, in the middle of the staff of the treble clef. This should, actually, as it's written here, that'll be the note it begins on. In treble clef C major. Okay, 6 bars, just like this. It's going to have the identical rhythm, just different melodic contour. Okay, let's give it a try. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Alright, that was the first one. You can listen to it as many times as you need. Number 2 has the same rhythm again. Okay, has the same rhythm. It's going to start on the same C. It's going to be in treble clef C major just as it was before. Okay, so we're eliminating as many variables as possible. Let's try this one. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and... Alright, and let's move to number 3. Same 6-bar phrase, same rhythm, same beginning note. Okay, just different melodic contour. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Alright, so hopefully that will kind of get in mind, and other times we'll have the same melodic contour. I'll write out a melodic contour that's going to remain constant, but the rhythm will change. Just a couple exercises just to kind of tickle your ears a little bit and get you thinking about some stuff. Alright, another thing you guys had indicated some desire to do was hearing inner voices and harmonic dictations a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead and do a couple of exercises in that. This first one is actually, you don't need to write anything down for this first one. The second one you will. But this first one here, I've written it down. I've put it all here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through it on the piano. And I'm going to play it through equal voices. Then I'm going to emphasize the inner voices. First one, then the other. And what I want you to do is, even you're looking at it so you know where it's going to go, but I want your ear to confirm what your eye is seeing. So follow along with your eyes and your ears, the alto line as it goes through. I'm going to try and emphasize it, and the tenor line, I'm trying to emphasize that. Then in equal voices. You play equal voices and see if you can get your ear to follow along one of those inner voices. So I'm going to play it first, equal parts, then I'm going to emphasize the alto, then I'm going to emphasize the tenor, then I'm going to play it equal voices again. And of course you can, on YouTube, you can pull the slider back and listen to it again and see if you can pick out those inner voices. The outer voices are easier to do because they're on the extremes, but the inner voices, I understand, are harder. So we'll do that, and then the second one, we're going to do it without me writing it down, and I'll do the same thing. Play equal, then play the inner voices out a little bit more, each one, and then equal voices again, and see if that starts getting you thinking about what you're doing. This is all going to be easy major mode, root position, triads. We're not going to go, into the secondary dominance and the crazy stuff we've been doing, but this is for hearing specifically. Okay? All right, this first one. Okay, this is the practice where we have the answers written before us. Okay, I'm going to play equal voices first. Okay, now I'm going to play the alto out as strong as I can with my right thumb, and I want you to follow along with your ears and see if you can follow what the alto is doing. Alright, so hopefully you were able to follow along the alto. Let's try the tenor. Alright, now I'm going to play equal voices again and see if you can pick out one or both of those inner voices as they go through. Now that you've kind of heard, let's try it again with equal voices. So try and follow one of the voices. Okay, now we're going to do a similar exercise, starting with the same voice leading. Okay, well, actually we can just go ahead and put this down. It's going to be 5 chords again. They're going to be different chords, and we're going to go through it the same way. I'm going to play equal voices first, then I'm going to emphasize the alto, emphasize the tenor, then equal voices again, and see if through those things you can match it up enough to get all those 4 parts. Okay, let's try it out. Here's equal voices first. let's emphasize the alto. The alto. Try to ignore that flub in the soprano. It should be the same. The alto was correct. Okay, let's do the tenor now. Alright, now in equal voices. See if you can confirm what you've already known. Now, of course, your knowledge of theory and voice leading will help you, but you want your ears to do their part too. So here are the 4 voices relatively equal. And. Alright, so bring that one to class on Friday and we'll go over it. And we'll see on Friday kind of if this is working, if we want to tweak it a little bit and see if this will help you guys kind of get where you're wanting to go. Okay? We'll see you guys on Friday.